Get back on track. Just leave the place. Clear the area. Breathe. Do what I tell them. I'm sure them all make breathe.
What's up, Mike?
What up, Bradley?
How was your week?
Good, man. How about you?
Good. My wife was away for a little bit, but she's back, and then she leaves on Sunday. So, yeah. So
is that
just
good?
more time with
is that
kids.
bad?
Oh yeah, it's good. She won an award at work, so she's going to claim it.
Nice. All right.
So, but cool. So, thank you everyone for joining us this Friday. We are going to resume our project with Brendon. Speaking of Brendon, what's up?
What's up, Bradley?
What's up?
What's up?
You gotta get that voice crackle in there too, like you just kind of woke up in the morning.
So Brendon took us back. I forgot how much I love that, and he just came in guns a-blazing with the what's up. So that's all good.
You got it, man. You got to throw it back to the good times. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pre-COVID.
That's awesome. So as you know. Yeah, you know, as gas prices go up, I feel like, you know, I'm in my house more. Like, so, Brendon, for the first time in a long time, I went out. I had to get a oil change in my vehicle, and I also need to put gas in my vehicle. And after getting an oil change, very expensive. I'm like, you didn't even have to turn this to gas. This is like raw. Like, it should be cheaper. Nope, and it happened. And I was like, you know what? I'm not getting gas. You know, I got an oil change. I'll just park the car.
Bradley was hot.
It's crazy out there.
I was
mad.
He was hot.
I was real mad.
I was like, you clearly have not been anywhere in a few weeks.
Yeah. Everything is more expensive. Hey, just going out to your mailbox is more expensive. You know what I mean?
True. It's true.
You're like, if somebody outside your door would be like, thanks, that'll be $1.50. You're like, that's my mail, man. Come on. I don't care. It's $1.50.
You saying your mailman is doing a DoorDash on you?
Yeah.
I need about $3.50.
You got the Uber Eats guy taking it from your mailbox to your front door?
It was about that time when I noticed this ain't no Girl Scout at all. There's that damn Loch Ness monster again.
That's awesome.
You know what he said to me?
What about $2.50?
I need about $3.50.
$3.50. What about $3.50?
I said, damn it, Loch Ness monster. I gave you no $3.50. You know what he said? Okay, how about $2.50? What? $2.50? What, you got a sale on the Loch Ness Crunches?
Bradley does not know what you're talking about because he doesn't watch that. He doesn't watch South Park.
He's not shooting this off the top of the dome. I thought he.
This is South Park, bro. This is South Park.
I'm like, Brendon is extremely creative.
No, that's South Park. That's all good.
So as you know, our guest picks the project for the month, and we're working on Warhammer 40k. And Mike, let's see what you're working on.
Sure. I haven't had time to do an awful lot, but I got kind of Mega Man Senior here going on. So yeah, that's it. Just trying to figure out his armor. You guys are way above me, but that's it. That's it.
Cool.
No, you got dope shape so far. So you're off to the
man.
races.
Thank you. All right.
And my progress.
Wait a minute. Why are we starting with us? That's not cool.
I'm going around. I was going
circle. No, it's
clockwise.
okay.
I'm sorry.
You're saving the
It's
worst
okay.
for last. It's fine.
Not even.
Do you want to run this show? Okay, I'm trying to run the show. All right, I'm trying to run the show.
Too fitting.
I was about to.
I'm trying to run the show. I'm
Go
going
ahead, Bradley. Sorry.
Guy of what is it? Chaos Corn.
Karn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Karn.
Karn.
And here's where I'm at. More armor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And let's check you out, Brendon.
All right. So I'm doing the Genghis Khan of Khans. Jagatai Khan is his name. He's the Primarch of the White Scars Legion from Warhammer 30,000. For everybody who is
wait, I didn't know we could change numbers.
Wait, did he time travel? How's he hanging with the 40,000?
No, the 30,000, that's the millennium. So it was 30,000 and then 40,000. So they had 40k for a long time, but what they did is they went back to the Horus heresies, and that was millennium before that. So it was technically 30k, but they don't call it 30k. It's still 40k.
Okay.
All that sounded like
numbers.
the parents from the Peanuts to me, but I'm going to say okay.
This is from the prequel.
Okay.
This is episode 1.
Okay. Are you an angel?
That works. MJ says, "Did you guys see that Pav is also working on a Space Marine?" I did see that. We were first.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Whatever,
is that because we picked this last week and he saw it and he was like, "Oh, you guys doing Space Marines? I got to do a Space Marine."
All I know is he will beat us not only to the punch, but he'll have his tutorial videos.
Oh, he already does.
He'll have it in Unreal 5. He'll have it in Unreal 6.
Yeah.
Already there.
Before the end of this stream today.
Totally.
He already did.
Yeah. Oh, it's already up. It's in the marketplace.
Yeah, yeah, we should feel bad. All of us.
I totally do.
So let's get it popping. Let's start. Pencils up.
Nice. All right, Brendon. So, due to my shenanigans, we've missed a few episodes. Tell us what you've been up to for the past couple weeks.
I've actually been putting brush to plastic in IRL. Actually.
Okay. Get on your miniatures.
Some painting and stuff. Nice. Just trying to give my eyeballs a break from the screen. But then I end up streaming that as well, and then I'm watching the screen while I'm painting. So it's like it's actually technically worse because you're going from like looking at something like this close to like looking up and like focusing on a light source. It was pretty terrible.
Fantastic. All right.
But yeah, it was fun though.
Okay. So your ophthalmologist will be having a trip from you soon.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. It was nice though. I sold a couple of my my painted models last week though, which is
cool.
Awesome.
Always feels good.
That is good. It's real good.
You know what to do with that extra money?
Pay
get a snack
probably.
from the gas station.
Right. But think about getting the gas. Getting some gas. That'll probably cost me.
You can get a snack with that gas now.
You can go get some fumes from the guy in front of you.
Right. Yeah. No. I'm actually. I was actually talking to you guys a little bit of this beforehand. I'm actually pretty close to pulling the trigger on a 3D printer. So I think that maybe I may be doing that, as if I'm going to be getting into. Well, I already have another piece that I've been working on the Pixelogic channel. It's a servitor skull from Warhammer 40,000, and it's sculpt to print. So, feel if I'm going to be giving that away, I should probably be able to print it myself and, give a good amount of quality when I give something away. So,
absolutely. Tell the folks which machine you're thinking about, because I'm sure they're wondering.
Oh yeah, so I'm so I'll be doing kind of a collectible size, and then all the way down to mini printing. So something with a really good resolution. So the new Saturn, I think it's Saturn 2, 8K is just open for pre-order. So I'm thinking about that bad mamma jamma.
That's awesome.
I mean, you can't go wrong with 8K, right?
No, you can't. I mean, Bradley, what do we have? We have the 4K Anycubic, right? Ours is 4?
I don't know. It's the Mono X, whatever that means.
Bradley has literally hooked his up. I think he did a couple test prints, and then he kind of just let it sit there.
I printed the little test cube, make sure it works and balances.
I just said you did a test print. That doesn't count.
I think I printed a Wolverine head, and
Oh, word? Okay.
You're like, yep, it works. Okay, cool. I don't have to work on that thing for like another 7 years or so, right?
I don't have to mess with
what killed it for me
anymore. What's that?
The cleaning, actually, you can't let it sit, and it's in the house, and it's a lot of work,
Yeah.
I ran out of Amazon boxes to sit stuff down on.
How do you run out of Amazon boxes with 2 years into a pandemic? You should have mountains of Amazon boxes in your backyard.
Exactly.
This is true.
This is true. For the rest of the time.
Right.
I'm like, every time I was like, man, I should have kept that box.
Yep. That's the rule, though, is when you keep them, you don't need them. But as soon as you let them go, gotta have them.
This is true. Well, I went to the beach last week, and by the beach, I mean I went to my roommate from college, went to his house at the beach, and I went out to the beach for about an hour, and that was enough for me. I realized I am not a beach guy, but I like the vacation. I got to hang out with my kids, so even better.
That's always good, man. That's always good.
Thanks, MJ. MJ says the Mono X is 4K.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Thanks,
MJ. which is totally fine.
Heartbreaking, MJ. He thinks the Saturn 2 is sold out already.
There's 3 different releases. So the first one is sold out for the early bird, but on the I'm actually looking at it right now.
MJ, I don't want to break Brendan's heart, but I told him those pre-orders, the early bird joints, those bots are going to snatch him up before he even has a chance to get it. So,
actually, I think it's okay. The early birds are done, but they're doing 2 more waves of pre-orders, and those have been open for 3 weeks. So,
okay,
cool.
I think, early August is what they're saying.
Nice.
Not bad. $550. Not bad for 5K.
It's a great price. That is a fantastic price, man. It seems like they're getting cheaper, all of them. So I love that.
It does seem like they're going up drastically in quality, but not in price.
Yep.
Do you work in minis full time? No, I'm actually a full-time video game character artist. I work at Crystal Dynamics for my normal day job. I just do this fun stuff on the side.
Nice.
Mike, are you still streaming on Pixelogic channel every once in a while?
Yeah, I was on Wednesday.
Oh, you were
today? No. Sorry, I was on yesterday. Golly, yesterday. No, I am not a smart man, Janae. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yes, you are.
yes, you is.
You smart. You my girl loves that. What's that from Color Purple? You smart. You a kind person. I don't know. She'll quote it.
God, Color Purple. There's an old movie.
That's a deep cut, right?
That's deep.
Yeah, I refuse.
Not as
No.
deep as the Was Up joint, but
Yeah,
it's
man, that was commercial. That wasn't a movie.
You saw the Predator trailer?
Prey?
Yeah, it was
Yeah. Whoever had that idea?
Yeah. They saved it. I was like, this
Yeah.
is like I was watching like Prey. I'm like, this is the Predator. They actually making a good Predator movie.
You're like, you stop. Well, you haven't seen it yet, so don't.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna
Don't
jinx
jinx
it.
Put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Alec Party.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And when I first saw that, I thought they were making a Prey movie based on the game, and I got super excited because I liked the second Prey. Remember that game?
Yeah.
Was
one
that
that
the
had
first person with the had like the gooey alien stuff?
Yep.
Didn't they have dinosaurs in that? Am I thinking about the right one?
No, that's
Yeah, no, it's not
dinosaurs.
Thinking of Ark?
I don't know. Let's see.
Or Flash? Flash! Ah!
Embracer umbrella. You know what that is, Brendan?
I have no idea what that is.
Yes, Embracer is the company that bought us not too long ago.
Okay.
We're in business together. Really? Where do you work? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Yeah, Embracer is a kind of like an entrepreneur group that owns like 130 studios. It's crazy. They're like one of the they're one of the biggest on the DL companies that owns a lot of video game studios. So Square Enix sold off Crystal Dynamics, IDOS Montreal, and there was one other Square Enix Montreal is a mobile studio. So that was fun.
Well,
Hopefully you all got buyouts.
Yeah, no, we don't have stock options, so it didn't really mean anything to us lowly people.
I'm like, that would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been great. That would have been awesome. Well, here's an extra $10. Nope. Tip for you guys: I use this all the time for like just doing kind of drapery stuff. I use the bend curve.
Yeah, that's how I arced some of my pieces around.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, it's great.
You want to do a demo for folks that might not know?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to do another one on the other side, so I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, so let's do this guy real quick because I want to save him, and then I'll go back up and just go back to here. So I'll do just a quick append a box and zero mesh it with detect edges once I get the about size that I want, like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'll kind of get it into orientation that feels about good, and then we go into this little gear and we use bend curve.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can change some of these cones for different types of things. So in this one, if you want to add more dots for resolution or less dots, you could do that. So just about something like that. And then you just grab and kind of jostle that around into the curve that you want it to. The really awesome thing about this is that it does a great job of maintaining your edges, like your thickness here.
Nice.
You can get real wild with the shape really quickly and have it, keep those edges pretty well. The other thing too is that if you grab one of these points and then it has twist modifiers for each point.
Oh
so
man,
you
that's
come
great.
in here and just be like, oh, okay, cool. Let's just twist that a little bit. And then I was actually playing with this yesterday, but you can just do like a minimum amount of curves, and then if you want to get even more dirty, you can add more as you go.
Right. It's nice.
Which is super easy. So then you can say, all right, well, I got the majority of what I want here, and then you just hit accept, and then you just sculpt the crap out of it after that.
Now, do you ever mess around with like gravity once you have it to that point? Have you tried?
Sometimes, yeah, I'll use the dynamics. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know what's
I'll
weird is I'll see Pavlovich doing, like, he'll use it and it works just like it should.
Yeah.
And when I use it, it never does what it's supposed to do.
That's exactly why I don't use it very often. It's because for some reason, they got the magic touch. So
yeah.
And I don't. So
yeah, me either.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Glad it's not just me. I'll tell you, I have that same issue with fiber mesh. Like, I see people doing amazing stuff with fiber mesh, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Hey, if I send you my model, can you do that for me on my model real quick?
Exactly. You know how many people ask me to do models with hair, and I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm not that guy. I'm no good at that.
Bro. No.
Not me.
Yeah, hair is in every shape, like in every medium in digital art, hair is atrocious. Whether it's for video games or for sculpting or, like just anything that has to do with hair is just nightmarish,
Yeah. I agree.
I hate it.
MJ says that he works at Atomic Mass Games.
Oh, nice. Right on, man.
What's up, B?
What's up, B?
What up? Wait, is that UB or me B? Probably UB.
Oh, BB. Actually,
that's B from longtime viewer of the show. B. There's several B's. Whole lot of B's up in here.
Whoa, hey dog.
Bunch of B's. What up, B?
I never been a B in my whole life. All right. That's why I ask people to enunciate my whole name.
So, little B.
I know I ain't tall, but I ain't little.
What's that from? What is was that God, what Half Baked?
Love that
movie. Guy who say B all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that guy's over the edge now. What's his name? He's hardcore now. Like, not in a good way.
Oh really? I'm like, oh,
not in a good way.
Thanks for ruining that for me.
Yeah, I know. You used to be funny. Don't do that. Jim Brewer.
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Go, man.
Oh no, you're talking about the other dude. I don't know what his name is.
The Hispanic guy.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude. No, Jim Brewer's on some stuff.
Well, even, I mean, to be fair, he was kind of quacky back then too.
Yeah. Well, listen. Let me change the subject. Anyway. We're trying to grow our viewership, not alienating folks. So, anyway.
Yeah. It's all good.
The thing you were talking about before we started. That thing.
What, printing?
Yes, printing. Jim Brewer's a big
Oh, that's what I wanted. You know what? I wanted to touch base with you, Mike, on print prep.
Okay.
So, let's say you got your Earthworm Jim dude that you were doing last project. Not Earthworm Jim. It was Invincible Alien.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Right?
Let's say you get to that point and you're like, all right, I'm done sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
What? And you're like, I want to prep this dude for printing.
Yes.
What are your steps? Like, what are the top a couple of things that you have to do to get it ready for printing, minus like how you're going to break it apart and key things, right? We all know that we have to break it apart to be able to fit in your build plane and all of that kind of stuff. But like,
Right.
how do you combine things and make sure that there's like no holes and like those types of prep things? Like, how many pieces do you have, or what are your poly counts? Like, is everything dynameshed? Like what?
Yeah, at some point, well, not Dynamesh, but at some point it will all be decimated. So, like, let me open up that. Well, they announced it. I'll open up the Darth Maul Ahsoka thing.
I'll wait till when you have it up, and I'll blow your screen up, Mike.
All right, cool.
Blow it up.
Wait a minute. All right. Golly. Okay, this was a long time ago.
It's amazing the time discrepancy between when you actually finish something as a developer and when it actually gets releases. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's a long time. Dude, I didn't think ODB was ever going to drop. It took so long.
Yeah.
They actually announced the Star Wars piece before ODB, and I finished. That was the first thing I ever did for them was the ODB. All right. This is going to take forever to download. Let me just go to something else. Oh, you know what? I
Yes, we can be.
Cancel.
You don't know this, Mike, but I'm actually trying to get you off your game right now so I can catch up.
You bastard! It worked. It worked.
I already knew the answer to this test.
He knows my naming conventions suck. So me finding anything and then getting it to download from the server is gonna be like, all right, I'll show you this shit later. I know what you're doing. Now that you've told me what you're doing.
No, but I do because that's kind of a knowledge gap for me that I'm trying to kind of break into that finalizing portion. So
yeah,
knowing that you've got a lot of experience in doing that stuff, I'd love to get some of your takes on the last steps of prep and those things.
I think organization for me is the big thing. So like if I know that, like I'll take this guy right when I'm to a point where I think I want to cut and key it, or let's see, I'll go over to Photoshop here and open up the Allen piece. First thing I'll do is I'll do a draw over with color, like different colors, to decide where are the places I want to cut it and key it. And then once I know that, oh, dude, what are you doing tomorrow? Brendon, you got something to do in the morning?
I think that I'm going to see Jurassic Park with my father-in-law.
Okay.
At
all right.
11.
Okay. So I was going to say Bradley and Tony have some prior commitments, but I'm going to be doing the Super Friends Hangout. We started doing a thing on Saturday where we just kind of get together. It's a couple of friends of Bradley and I. We get together and just kind of shoot the shit and sculpt.
Oh, okay, like a sculpt and hang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. And and we do that anyway on Saturdays for the most part. So we're like, we might as well stream it. But I was gonna say, yeah, you have an open invitation, man. Like, you ever want to come on, you can definitely come on. And this goes for like MJ and IR, like guys who have been on the show already, and you just want to like hang out, holler at us. And Bradley, we can accommodate these guys, right? Like we have plenty of seats.
I can't say no now.
Yeah, Bradley was like, shut up, dude.
Next day on the Saturday, say.
MJ's listening.
Like, can we feed everybody? as I offer everybody something to eat.
Oh, yeah.
You
Digital
know.
goods, man. It's okay. It's unending. Good.
Of course, Mike. Of course.
Yeah, no. I mean, it is the most relaxed of forms. So,
Yeah, man. That's
Exactly.
I may take you up on that at some point.
Okay.
On a Saturday. I'll keep an eye on the. Do you post on the Discord before you go live, or?
So
Yes.
yeah, Bradley. Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All you gotta do is message us and I'll send you a link.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Date and first names. All right.
Feels like I'm at work right now.
All right. So Bradley, I'm
Yeah.
gonna maximize my screen real quick here.
All right.
All right, cool. So if this were something that I was gonna, take to cut and key, I would go in and make myself a new layer and start to just grab some rainbow colors, whatever. Something I could see. Red, probably not a good choice. Milk was a bad choice. So yeah, like he's got this base that has this tentacle thing on it, which is big, right? So
Yeah.
probably, I want to have the tentacle and probably just do the tentacle as a piece and then chop it in half, right? So I would just kind of figure out that this is one thing, probably cut it somewhere where you're not going to really see it. So maybe back here I would cut it behind his leg.
Right.
And then the rocks would be another thing. So I go and choose, this color, and the rocks are their thing, and I just kind of organize everything, right? So I know for a fact that all of his weight is going to be like kind of hanging off of this thing, so he looks like he's levitating. So if I'm going to print this, more than likely, I want this leg to be solid because I want it to be nice and heavy at this base, right?
Yeah, low bearing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not especially, it's not especially big, so that's not going to cost me a lot of revenue. So, right. So I would figure out where to break this, and if I'm looking at this, probably, I'm thinking everything below the waist can be one piece.
Yeah.
Right. And then I would just hide the key right underneath of that belt so nobody can see.
Right.
So I go through and just organize things this way. And then if I decide, okay, well, I want to, let's say it's a piece that's going to be like really hard to paint. Unlike you, I'm not super good at getting in little edges and stuff. Like you're painting miniatures, so this is like a walk in the park for you. But I might say, all right, what might be better for me if I want to paint this guy and have it be super crispy is maybe I break the boots off of the leg, and then hide the key inside of there so you can see it.
Yeah.
So that's most of what I do, and then I'll figure out what's hollow and what is going to be solid. And then once I know all those things, it's just going in and making the actual cuts. So a lot of times I'll make a cutter. So I might just grab like a spear and drag it out to the rough shape of, this part up here and have that cut into the boots and get that nice, that nice edge.
Concave.
And then I'll bullion that and knock it out of the boots. Then I'll use the boots and bring them back in, and I'll back that out of the legs. So I have like a really nice clean thing. I might inflate it a little bit first, so I have a little bit of an edge to work with,
Yeah.
And then, so it's, for me, it's not I'm sure there's probably a much more streamlined way to do it, but for me, I'll do that. Then after all those pieces are cut, I'll go back and I'll make keys, and I'll kind of bullion those together, and then when it's all done, I'll decimate it. I'll print it. That's it.
So then, each one of those. So like, let's say if you make the decision to keep the legs together, right?
Yes.
And you don't have to cut them apart.
Yes.
But you're going to end up decimating all that and cooking all that stuff down, right? So is those legs, like that's going to be how many millions are you thinking?
Oh, dude, it
Polys.
doesn't even matter. Like, I mean, this. Let's say if once I apply this texture, this thing's gonna be dumb heavy, right? It's gonna be really,
super
really
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because let's say that the legs alone are maybe 13 mil.
Yeah.
I can take those and decimate them and get them down to, even if I get them down to 1.5, 2 million polygons, and send it to the cutting software, it's not a problem. It'll handle it with no problem at all.
What so like when you send it to the cutter, don't you have to have everything all put together though? So like if your legs are 4 million, but then your chest is another 5 million, and then your head, and then all of the other things together, is that are you
I send them individually.
You send them individually, okay.
Yeah. So as long as I know that everything fits, and then I have the scale master is key, right? So you want to make sure that everything is okay, and then when you bring it into your cutter, everything looks like it fits together. So you can bring in maybe 2 pieces and make sure that they're the same size. And once you know that those are good, then you just do one at a time. So if you're just printing off one piece at a time, you can bring in a 2 million poly piece, and then bring in another one that's a 1.5 mil or whatever, and you're good. I would never bring it all in at one time though. Like, there's no need.
Yeah, I was just thinking about like if you're going to end up trying to print the whole thing in like one go, you know what I mean? But if your model is beyond heavy,
for you, if you're doing miniatures, then Sorry, if you do, for you, I'm thinking like quarter scale or 6 scale. But if you're doing a piece that's it's only going to be 5-6 inches tall, then totally, you bring in the whole thing. But I think that after you decimate it, you're still probably not going to be over 2 million polys.
Yeah. Does the slicer software handle a lot of polys fairly easily, like a ZBrush kind of does? Okay.
Yeah, totally. So what do we use? What's the thing I use? Bradley.
I think you use Chichu box.
Chichu box. Yeah. Bradley has Lychee. I have Chichu box, and I haven't had any issues with it at all. It's like a dream, man.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always the thing that's been a little hazy for me is just the getting it ready for print. Like most of my career has been video games and sculpting for concepts and those types of things. So it's always been a little bit of a mystery on I get the whole like keying process and all of that, but like just like how many polys is something, and like how do you manage all those super micro details but still have it in a manageable size.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I one of the students that I was mentoring does miniatures, and he has a lot of detail on his stuff, and it's beautiful, man. Like he decimates it, and he keeps a lot of that detail, and it's not that big. My cat, she wants attention like now. But
the decimator tool is actually really good. It's like a hidden gem, man.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. But I'll tell you what, man. You ever want to trade knowledge? If you can show me like really cool rendering techniques,
yeah, absolutely,
dude, all day, man. I will show you what I know with 3D printing.
Yeah, dude, I'm all about sharing knowledge, man. So
Nice.
You're more than welcome to you too, Bradley. More than welcome to hit me up and whatever you feel like I can add to your knowledge base.
That's a good we're so freeform on Saturday. So what we've been doing, like Tony picked out some dope concept art, and we all Bradley worked on his guy for Warhammer.
Yeah.
And Brad and Tony and I kind of worked on this logo piece. But that's something that if we wanted to go in there and just kind of, just like have a clinic or whatever, and you're showing some cool stuff, we totally do that.
Yeah, dude, I'd totally be down to do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's pretty much. I always tell people when I'm streaming, like the reason why I do a lot of streaming and live work, and not a lot of like pre-rendered, tutorial work, is that with tutorial work, like you don't get to see the mess ups and like the hitches and like when you're trying to figure out like, oh my god, like I got to figure out this problem because nobody's going to figure it out for me. I can't just find a tutorial, so, and you don't really get that in tutorials. So you do see that a lot when you're doing live work, So it's one of the reasons why I do live work is to be able to have those moments where you can see somebody literally work through a problem.
Right. I love it.
So my kids are home in the background, so if you hear yelling and screaming, that's what it is. I have 2 daughters. One is 7 and one is 3. So
awesome.
It's decibel level deafness at certain points of the day. Man. Love them. Oh, there's so much to full characters too. Like when you're trying to do a full character in any format, man, there's just so much. Just so much work.
That's why I never get to the rendering part. Like that's the part, man. When Danny was doing his thing, he did his character. He retopoed. You could tell that this guy is like pipeline trained. You know what I mean? So did his pose, retopo. Did he rig him, Bradley? He just posed him. I don't think he rigged him, did he?
He used Maya to pose.
Yeah, so he posed in Maya, and then Substance Painter, and then Arnold. Was it Arnold? One of those renderers. No, it was Toolbag, I think.
Toolbag.
Yeah, Marmoset Toolbag. Yeah.
Yep. And man, like he did a Skeletor that was off the friggin' meat rack. I want to be able to do that, man.
Yeah, it's that you get so stuck, not stuck, but like you get so used to working it in one program that it's hard to get yourself out of that. It's like move past ZBrush and save some of that energy for post work. That's so hard to do.
Yeah, this is true. Bradley, you quiet over there, man? You okay?
As you guys talking about how hard it is, I'm in Maya. Like I just completely disagree.
You doing like legit retopo right now?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, like I'm sitting here, and like I want these panels, and like by the time I like try to figure out in ZBrush how I want my loops to be, I can just put them where I want them to be.
Yeah, that's it. 1,000 million ways to skin a model, right?
I'm not good enough to only do it in ZBrush.
I just got to figure out how to finish projects in ZBrush. That's that's my problem, man. Because it's just so much. There's so many projects that I've like started. It's my pile of shame. You got this term for people who play Warhammer 40,000 and paint. It's called the pile of shame, and those are all the boxes of models that you bought and you are like, yeah, I'm gonna paint those at some point, and then you just end up buying more, and it's just,
One of these days. I'm like that with games.
Yep.
I have like games I never actually follow through and finish.
Yep, that too. Very much so. Did you guys watch the game Summerfest thing yesterday? Or was it yesterday? Day before? With all the
Games of Summer.
games
Yeah, I saw
yes.
some of the stuff.
Summer Games Fest. That's the one. Summer Games Fest. Yeah.
You know, I keep getting sucked into it. I'm kind of excited for Call of Duty.
Are you a Call of Duty fan?
Not really. I just like the way it looks.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for graphics.
Yeah,
Yep.
Not really. But they always give me how it looks.
It does look good. You know what gets me every time, and I realize I suck at the game, is Mortal Kombat. I'm like, oh man, saw those finishers. I'm gonna get this thing, and I get it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, this little 10-year-old is like kicking the crap out of you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Not good.
Yeah. I gave up any kind of PvP a long time ago. I just, it's not worth it for me to throw my controller through a window anymore,
Nah. That's okay. I can pass on that too.
Yeah, as you get older, Bradley, listen. As you get older, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You kind of learn to pick battles, and learn what to spend your energy on and what not to spend your energy on.
And so, what games are you spending energy
on? I've actually been playing a lot of Destiny 2.
Okay.
Actually started. I started playing last Friday, I think.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm on season pass ranks 16, 17.
Okay, not bad. Okay. I think I hit 40 yesterday.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're putting in work.
Wow, the work, buddy. The work.
You put in work. It's only been out 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I roll, man. It's been my chill out coffee at the end of the night. My chill out juice.
Nice.
How about you, Mike?
You
been playing anything?
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm going to tell you what I started doing a number of years ago, and I'm terrible for this. I used to do it with console games, and I do it with PC games. I get the game, fully intending to play the game, and then I'm like, every time I have time to play, I'm like, you know what? I should be working right now. I should be working, and I don't play it. So I have a ton of stuff that I want to play. The one thing that I have been playing, and I actually finally just finished it, was Resident Evil Village. So
you actually played that one now, huh?
Yeah. I'm a big RE fan. I love Resident Evil. So that's my choice.
I'm a fan of survival horror games. I just don't like playing them.
Oh yeah, you like watching people do run throughs and stuff.
Yeah, mostly because I want to experience it, but I don't want to play it because I'm a wuss when it comes down to survival horror games. I tried playing the very first Silent Hill game, the first one, way back when, and I got to the first time that stuff went down, and I was like,
Silent Hill, though, man, that's a scary ass game, for real. I would hear that what do they call that thing? The klaxon go off, whatever that horn is that goes off, and you're like, uh-oh. And I just had to see those devil babies one time, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm good.
Same thing, dude. Same thing.
Why would you put this in a game? That's not cool.
I'm straight Jordan Peele. Or is it Jordan Peele?
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
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 The only scary game I play is The Last of Us.
Wait, is what?
The Last of Us.
Last of Us, yeah.
Oh yeah, Last of Us.
I tried to play that one too, and I just couldn't do it, man.
If the story's so good, like I don't get twisted. I'm scared as shit. I'm
yeah, dude.
okay.
Brendon, that game, the story. Bradley's not kidding. The graphics and the story on that are so amazing. You gotta play that. Doesn't matter.
Last of Us.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I tried playing it twice. And both times I was just like, yeah, I'm over it. Mostly because I really don't like games where you have to sneak around. Like those.
Oh really?
I hate those games. I hate them.
Because you get caught.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this. It took me forever to enjoy those games, and it all started with Metal Gear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it looked so good. I was like, dude, I gotta. Remember the one that came out? Was it 4 on the ship in Manhattan? Like when he sneaks on? Was that the one where the graphics graphics look like this, and then Metal Gear came out, and the graphics look like this, and people were like, "Yo, is this in game?" And it was. But yeah, I played the crap out of it. I got caught every time. People have question marks over their heads, and then I would get shot.
Yep. I just, for me,
good. I found somebody scarier than me. Thanks, Brendon, for existing.
Yeah. Got you, bro. I got you.
No, because Mike talking about me calling me scared.
See, this is the thing. Bradley is so into his thing, he isn't reading any.
I am not. I've seen all the comments. I did not want to interrupt, sir.
Well, feel free to interrupt because Ben is talking about a new Resident Evil remake, and I want to know which one he's talking about. He's talking about
Resident Evil remake.
Which one?
RE4.
4.
Oh, is it RE? Oh,
RE4.
All right. Okay.
You do your job, all right, Skull. All right.
All right. Take it easy.
You just sit back and be a badass artist, okay?
You should shut up and scope, dude.
That's why we're all here. Okay.
So you know,
Bradley is the first one to call me out.
Mike has kindly asked because sometimes he loses his train of thought for me to not interrupt his interrupt his train of thought. So
I did. You know
when
what?
I listened to him, I can know that
he's right. He's completely right. Actually, I can't. Oh, so this is some Bill Cosby shit, but not.
Whoa,
Bill Cosby. This is old Bill Cosby. This is old. Let me clarify. Okay, wait. No, let me not say Bill Cosby.
You pick another name. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pick another name.
All right. Okay.
This is Jello Man.
I can't remember things, much like Bill Cosby handed me a drink.
Oh.
Too soon? No. F Bill Cosby. I don't care. I said it. He's not a national hero, not a national treasure. I'm not a fan. Anyway, no, I can't remember anything. And Bradley is right. I will. I'll be in the middle of a train of thought, and all you have to do is just stop me for a second, and I don't remember it. So.
Yeah, I get the same thing. It's called.
Getting older.
Oh, Brent, I just realized I might be your age, man. You're talking about like I'm 30. I'll be 39.
Yeah, I got a couple years on you still.
What? Still? Like, I got a 14-year-old and an 8-year-old.
I know. So I started late, dude. I started late. No, I'm 43.
It's beautiful when they get to do the dishes and take out the trash and like look forward to those days. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful.
Oh, my oldest is like that point where she's excited to be really helpful, and I'm really excited that she's at that phase.
I love it. You want to help?
Really? You know, I got a job for you. You want to? Okay, mission, secret mission. Okay, Dad. Yeah.
So you want to put the forks away? Awesome.
Oh, I heard that you were one of the best fork awayers.
So I will tell you, enjoy these days now.
Yes.
Because
they're not going to want me to do anything with me in a few years.
As soon as there is a 1 preceded by any number after that, they're not going to want to do any of that shit.
And is there
The automated lawnmower takes 9 years
9
to
years
assemble.
to assemble. That's what I was growing up. I was the lawnmower. That's exactly what I was. Oh man,
I
I've
remember
got
last time I took
so
trash
many
out.
horror stories about mowing lawns. All right, so check it out. I grew up on a 3-acre ranch in Sacramento.
Goodness.
Brag much, Brendon?
Yeah. No, this is in the 80s, man. This is like, mid 80s is when I got to start first mowing my first lawns, and it was 3 acres of lawn.
Oh my god!
It took me so long and we didn't have a riding lawnmower, of course. We had one of the regular push ones, that had the bag on it. They had to empty like every 3
Wait a minute.
lines.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
This sounds like some tall talesmanship. You mowed 3 acres with a push mower? Dude, you would look like Conan the Barbarian if you did that.
I did back then. I've been sitting for a long time since then.
And you out-hammered an engine?
It was uphill both ways. So
both ways, exactly.
I was mowing in the snow. No, we got to a point where we had weeds so bad that my grandpa had this old lawnmower that he literally hacksawed one of the wheels off so that you would have an open blade to be able to take down all the weeds with like an open lawnmower blade. It was.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Sounds like
with an 8-year-old, But it would take me so long to mow all of that like I would start on Monday, and by the time Sunday got there, I was just finishing up. And then by Monday, I'd have to start again because the grass was already growing where I first started. So it was like literally like every single day.
Wow.
My dad never really was like, "Hey son, how you doing?" It was, "Hey son, you mowed the lawn today?" Dude, it was bad.
And you said you did it 2 days ago, right? It's like I did it 2 days ago.
So after like 4 years of this, we finally convinced my dad to buy. We're like, "Hey, well, we can't afford a riding lawnmower. Well, figure something out, Dad. Come on." So what he did was they went and bought one of those self-driving lawnmowers. It's still one of the push ones, but it had like a gear train on it. So like you pull the handle and like it like pulls itself along, which is awesome. But it's about 120 pounds heavier.
Right.
And of course, the drivetrain broke like 3 weeks into having this thing. Crazy. So not only did I have to push the mower with a bag, but I had to push with an extra 120 pounds because the thing broke like 2 weeks after we got it.
That's I don't know. I mean, I would never encourage a kid to run away from home, but just saying. You had.
We don't run. All right, we don't encourage.
I wouldn't blame you. That's crazy.
It was fairly horrific, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of times when I'm working on this type of model where early on you're like, you know what, I'm just going to nitty and gritty this thing and not worry about topology and nice edge loops and all of that. I'm just going to get in and just mess things up and sculpt the crap out of it. And then you get, about like 6 hours into it and you're like, man, this looks like dookie. I really should have like worked on like good clean shapes and that kind of thing. And I feel it's vice versa. It's either one or the other. Whereas when you start working on like clean shapes and stuff, about 6 hours in, you're like, I really should have just sculpted the crap out of this thing,
Yeah, totally. That's how I feel now. I'm like, all right, it's clean, but it's taking freaking forever, man.
I'm right on the other side of that. Right? You're working on clean shapes. I'm working on just trying to get shapes going. And
pounding them in.
Yeah, we're on the flip
side of the coin. I'm doing a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Bit of both. All right, so we asked Brendon before we started the show but I will pretend like we didn't get an answer. Have you been watching any of the shows lately? What are you watching?
So my wife and I are about 5 episodes into Stranger Things season 4.
Okay.
And no spoilers, but we're fairly happy so far.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel that show.
You don't like that show?
I don't like anything. Wait, you just said you can't play scary games, but you will watch a scary...
Oh yeah, I'll watch the crap out of movies. Oh yeah, absolutely, 1,000% yes. I will watch. Zombie movies are my favorite movies ever.
Oh, dude, okay.
Dude, it's just the video games that I can't. I just, for some reason, it's like one of those reactions, like, you know, your body naturally reacts in a certain way whether you want it to or not. That's what it is for video games for me. But yeah, I watch the crap out of horror shows.
I love horror movies. What's so as far as movies, have you seen any good ones lately?
We just we see what came out not too long ago in the theaters. So for not lately, so it wasn't
You see Maverick?
No, I haven't
That's
seen
not
that
scary.
yet.
That's not scary. So
Not
anyway,
scary. Well, but so here's the story about the scary stuff. Scary movies. So I love watching scary movies most of the time. And my wife does not like scary movies. Like, hands down, does not like them whatsoever. So when we first started dating, I, of course, was, challenged her a couple of times on watching some scary movies. I'm like, come on, man, let's, I'm here, listen, you'll be okay. I got you, So I convinced her one night to do kind of a movie marathon with me. And we watched Quarantine. You guys ever seen that movie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorites. Absolute favorites. I love that movie. So we watched that, and then we watched Paranormal Activity, the first one.
Uh-huh. Oh, the first one.
Like, right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, back to back. And that was 10 years ago. And she's never watched a scary movie.
Wow. Okay.
She's got
4 more Paranormal Activities to watch though.
Oh God, man! I even got freaked out from that movie. But yeah, I do enjoy watching some good gory scary movies from time to time. So
yeah,
I gotta watch them by myself now.
Oh man, did you see Wreck? I don't know what that. I don't know.
Wreck is dope. It's kind of like
Oh, that's the VHS type of one.
Yeah. Wreck is dope. Quarantine was one of my favorites.
Oh,
but
the first one.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, totally. That's good stuff. There's a movie I just watched the other day called it's actually about found footage movies. And they go through the whole deal, like the Blair Witch phenomenon, all the way to
that was
movies and stuff. Yeah,
dude. So Blair Witch Project, you remember that? Oh my! You remember when that came out? Like in theaters came out, and there was this whole they did. Oh my God, that was so clever of them. So one of my cousins is this super deep movie buff. He writes Oscar reactions and predictions and those types of things. He's deep movie guy. So when that came out, he was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't believe that this happened and blah blah blah. And he started just kind of working up the whole idea. And I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. And then they actually did documentaries about Blair Witch before the movie came out. So they had these mockumentaries that I thought was real at the time. And I was like, dude, I was hook, line, and sinker. And so my cousin so we went on premiere night when it came out in the theaters. We were at this old tower theater. Remember those old tower theaters? They had the you would go see a play, and have those like old school box seats.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and saw Blair Witch, and of course, I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe this happened. They actually had the footage of it and blah blah blah. And like, we get out of the movie, and I'm just sitting there, just mind blown, talking to my cousin. I'm like, I cannot believe that. And he's just sitting there laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, it was all fake. Shut up, man. No way.
Blair Witch is not real?
No, it's not real.
No?
Not real.
Oh. Damn.
I felt so hard for that one.
But Heredity is real. If you haven't seen Heredity, Brendan, do yourself a favor. Best horror movie I think I've ever seen. I watched it with my son.
It's on my list, and I'm like, you know what? It's in my house. I'm the last person up. I close down the whole house, turn off all the lights, lock all the doors, and everything like that. And if it's about scary shit happening in somebody's house, I'm usually not about it.
No, that's not your thing.
I mean, you know what? I feel like I'm man enough to say what my weaknesses are, and that's one of them.
That's it.
It's like not my house, huh?
Yeah, that's where the line is drawn.
That's why the Paranormal Activity really messed me up.
Yeah.
I still see that every once in a while I'm about to go to bed, and all the lights are off, and you kind of look over to the side, and you're like, is there a shadow standing right there? Nope. Okay, good.
Exactly.
Thanks, Brendon, for making me feel good about me. I appreciate that, man.
Man, I'm here for you.
Appreciate it.
I got you.
All this time, Mike been making fun of me, but it's normal. It's normal to feel how I feel.
Well, normal.
I won't go that
far.
It's normal to feel this way.
I mean,
Mike's making me feel like something's wrong with me.
No, see, the thing is like, you're like, yeah, I'm a wuss when it comes down to that. It's just about if you can embrace that with no shame, and that's you just I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm shameless as fuck with it.
Yeah,
or at least the first one to tell you.
Come on, I was like, you know what, guys? I'm scared, and we need to stop this.
Can I get an adult? I just want an adult.
We need to stop this.
Hold on. I got some kids screaming out there. Just a second.
Oh, you're okay. I don't like how this is making me feel.
It's not the initial scream that you have to be really afraid of. It's the follow-up screams, like the continual screams. If it's like one, like, and then you hear somebody else talking normally, you're like, I think everything's okay. Yeah. But if it's consistently going on, that's when you got to worry.
Yeah. It'll be alright.
It's funny. You can tell spider screams, or like little creature screams, Yeah.
I hate when Bradley does that, man. It's the worst. That is the worst. Bradley's like, hey, listen, man.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta scream. Sometimes
Spider, you see Spider, you're not gonna scream? What? Please. Gotta scream. Shit is scary.
Just one of those.
What kind of person are you?
You have no soul.
Are you soulless? Yeah.
Maybe you would feel better if you let it scream out every once in a while.
Oh, that's a thing, right? You just let out some of that inner energy. You feel better about yourself.
Michael screams like, "Let me wait for someone to be around." I'll scream at them.
That's not fair.
So, Mike, talk to me about your methodology for creating a innovative and interesting base for your stuff. Yeah.
So I will be the first to admit that I am just now starting to not have a ridiculous, embarrassing base game. Like my stuff before, I just didn't do bases because I had no clue what to do. And really, I would always wish that I knew a concept artist that could like just give me something dope to work from.
Yeah.
Because I find that those are the easier things. You know, it's interesting on the ODB piece, I had concept art that was given to me, but it was loose, and they let me kind of do something to make it, you know, my own. And that turned out fresh, man. But I didn't have any confidence before that. It seems like after that I have. So as long as it looks balanced and it's, I don't like when the base is too big and it takes your eye away from the base.
Yeah.
You know?
Balance is key. Complementary.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think I feel like I'm in the same boat as you when it comes to like just trying to come up with an idea, you know, and like just wishing that you had a concept to work from, or you know, that you can take ideas from some other cool bases that you've seen and kind of like make them a little bit of your own. But like, I've yet to break that that mental barrier.
I feel like, you know what, sometimes you have to, this is how I learned how to draw. I could not draw until I looked at comic book art that I loved and I copied it.
Yeah.
And people used to tell me all the time, that's cheating, that's cheating, that's cheating. And I'd be like, okay, well, whatever. But when I do that enough and I get good enough and I have enough confidence, I'll, you know, build my own lightsaber, right? But for now, I'm going to copy everybody else's. And I think that with sculpts and with bases, as long as you're not saying, hey, listen, this is my thing, you know, if you're saying, for me, Daniel Bell all day long is like, that's my hero. So I'll look at his stuff and I try not to ape it, but if he does something that's really dope, or, you know, another artist does something that's really, it's call it out and say, hey, listen, I saw this great artist who I'm a fan of did this, and this is kind of my spin on it. If I show it at all, right? I might just do it myself and keep it to myself. But,
yeah. You got a reference folder for bases?
I have a reference folder for dope ass sculpts. So I'll just go. I'll go to Sideshow's site and I'll just pilfer an entire, because they have all those great angles.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, so many good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll see, you know, somebody drop something new, and man, who was I looking at the other day?
Yeah, Spider-Man's usually has a lot of really cool bases, and so does Batman.
Yeah.
Batman's usually have just super good. That Gotham theme for bases is just so cool.
There's a Batman piece that is on my wish list that I just haven't bought yet, but let me see if I can find it. It's so dope.
I use Shadow Catcher, right? And it like helps put a shadow on the ground.
Shadow Catcher.
Base. And tool bag.
Oh, gotcha.
What is he? I don't understand that.
It's okay. Sorry, don't worry about it.
This is the joint I love. I think this is Martin Canal. But man, this Batman right here, dude, this thing right here is off the chain.
Oh,
I love it.
Look at that cape too. Oh,
yeah.
Just looking at the art direction of the cape.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, this is a fabric cape, so you can pose it yourself.
That's even better.
Yeah, but look at how it's got mud on the bottom of it. That is so fresh, man.
Have you seen James Cain's Batman that he did on the bat bike?
Yo, God, I love that one, man.
right?
That's
Where
so
he's
cool.
like kind
That's
of
an
like
XM.
sliding.
Is that XM and Prime?
I
1?
think it's
That's
XM. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. I know I will never buy an XM statue only because the freight is more than I want to pay.
Yeah.
But man, I saw that and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, same,
this
dude.
is so nice.
And then I saw somebody unboxing it and putting it together, and it was about 5 times bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like,
and where are you gonna put that? Like, where's it gonna go, man? For real.
You got to buy a whole new table or a whole new showroom for that
100%.
kind of thing, you know?
100%. Yep.
And
that is true.
at that size, dude, you're talking like $2,000.
Yeah. So the statue itself, I think it was like 1,600 or something, right? 1,650.
Yeah.
But always sold out. So you're gonna probably have to get it from second. What do you call it?
Yeah. eBay
secondary
or
market,
whatever.
Yeah. And then you're gonna pay for shipping and getting it from Hong Kong or whatever to here.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Have you seen the boxes they come in?
They
look like steam. Yeah, they're like steamer trunks.
Yeah,
shit's crazy.
It's like a tactical nuke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wish they were a little bit cheaper, man. There was another one that I just saw. What was it? It was I don't know. It was something. It may have been a Batman or something, or but it was like $1,600, dude. I'm just like, there's no way, man. There's no way. Like I ain't got. Who's got that kind of money?
I mean, it's a grip.
I sure as hell don't. That's for sure.
That was one of the things. One of the things that caused more problems than ever in back when I was married with statues. Like that was a problem. I was like,
yeah,
I need this for reference. I need this. And it was like,
no, you got pictures for reference, man.
Like, no, I have to have it.
I gotta. There's something about having it in my hands, and I can look at all the angles and all of that. Yep.
But even though that sounds like bullshit, it's really not, because since I've gotten the Daniel Bell statues and studied them, I feel like I've gotten better. So, I mean, it might be a placebo thing, but I feel like I really do need them.
I'm gonna have my wife call you, okay? And be like, hey, look,
would you put that on me, Ricky Bobby? I'm not doing that. Bradley tried that shit on me. I'm not the one.
No, Mike said, dude. Mike said.
He said I need to get it, hun.
Well, how much is it? Oh, it's $2,500 plus shipping.
I hope Mike's paying for that shit.
It's worth it. I mean, to think about it, it's art, man. It's worth it. What does it mean to be a better artist? Can you put a value on that?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope, you cannot, Bradley. You cannot.
My wife put a value on it. My wife put a value on it, so I have to say yes.
So I will say this. I guarantee you, had I not actually had any of the statues that I own right now, I could not do the sideshow work, because I would have thought it was one thing and been wildly off. Just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
That's actually very true, because if you're trying to, I mean, it's literally your direct reference and your direct competition. So it's like getting a cheat sheet from your competition to be able to understand how they're doing it and how they're successful at doing it. So that's huge for sure.
Right.
That's just like me grabbing some other professional video game models when I'm trying to work on my portfolio. I'm like, oh, I want to see how did they do their UVs? How did they set up their everything?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my wife talk to you guys. Say, I'll play this tape back and let's see how it goes.
Bradley would never pull the trigger, because actually Daniel Bell did this dope Frank Miller Batman. Have you seen the new one? Oh my gosh, let me show you this one. This is crazy, dude. So he did,
I had a choice: a new laptop or the statue, and I chose the laptop.
That's actually
your laptop. So
that's
Daniel
actually
Bell
a great choice.
did this joint right here,
Wow.
which actually lights up, so it looks like this.
Oh no way!
Yeah, but dude, the it's grimy. Like, I mean, that
I
looks
love
like the
the
Dark
grimy.
Knight. I love it. So look how big it is.
Oh my
man.
god!
Yeah, I'm telling you. So
That's not a collectible. That's a full-on statue.
This is a full-on statue right here. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, Bradley. We almost talked him into making that move, and he came back and said that he had a change of heart.
Making one move to
Buy it.
Oh, to buy it now.
Mm-hmm.
When my wife
And-
said,
and-
"Didn't you just order a MacBook?" And I was
right.
like, "Yeah, I should
Yeah,
probably stop
yeah,
asking for shit."
You're right, baby. You're right. No, you're right, baby.
That is right.
Yeah, but did you think about it though?
Was it an immediate no, or did you have to think about it for a couple seconds? No.
Yeah,
'Cause those are different.
is it a no.
And
She's
then
like, you got to return the MacBook though. I'm like, I don't like Daniel
Yeah,
that
that's-
much.
Yeah.
hey, whoa. There's a better way to frame that. Not on my show.
true.
Not on my show.
I had to make a choice, right? Obviously, I didn't like him more than Apple. You know,
I still am not loving what you're saying.
I mean, the technology you need to be able to produce things is still
Right.
important. So,
Mhm.
like, well, I need a new stylus. At least a 36-inch. What do they
Cintiq?
call the Cintiq? That's the one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Dude, I got my 32 back. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy, dude. I missed it.
I'm sorry, you had to use a regular screen like regular ass folks.
I was using. Dude, listen, this is
Like
some
us
first world
little artists
problems.
over here.
This is some
regular
first
ass
world
folks.
problems, dude. I had a 22-inch that they would let me use. I was like, it's not 4K though. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't like the feel of the screen as much. That's some whiny shit, boy. But I was like, no, I don't like it.
Mike's like, what size screen you use, brother? Like 24. It's like, you like it?
Mine's
like,
bigger.
You like it?
This is the old one.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
this
you don't go from a Maybach back to a Civic. It's very hard.
Man, I initially really like this pose, but this pose I feel is losing.
I think you just need to push it. It's feeling a little stiff.
Yeah. It's very stiff now.
But you can fix that, dude.
Yeah, I think I gotta work on that.
I kudos to you, man, for going right to the pose. I mean, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, don't kudos me. I think it was a dumb move.
Damn.
We're gonna be in the final streams. Like, how's that pose coming?
Yeah, it still feels real stiff there, Brendan.
Brendan just did the damn thing.
I was just so excited about the pose. I'm like, okay. Well, maybe I should have gone the other way. All right, we'll see. It's still salvageable, so I'm not too worried about it.
I believe that you believe that.
I believe I can fly. Too soon.
I'm not supposed to touch that one either. We're not supposed to touch that one.
Right.
You gotta.
We'll take that back. We'll take that back. Rewind that one. I believe I could do it. How about that?
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There you go. I tell you what, I believe that I have enough stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah, there
to
it
get
is.
done.
I believe in you. That's what I would say.
I think we need to stop this.
That other cat. We're not messing with that. I already made the faux pas of going to the pudding pop dude.
Yeah.
We shouldn't continue
That's a
this
slippery slope, my friend.
terrible rabbit hole that I'm put us in.
Never get it.
It's a cancel episode, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah, this is a push. You know, we're not going to publish this at all. It's live, and that's it. Challenge myself, I said. Do the pose first, I said. All right, here's. Yeah, I've been looking at some of these like Patreon and model providers, like monthly model provider studios.
Yep.
And it's the amount of work that these guys crank out every single month is just mind-boggling.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
Loot Studios is one where like it's like $15 a month, and like they release like between 30 and 40 new miniatures every single month. It's crazy. There's another one called.
Is that what you're thinking about going that direction?
No, not that much direction. Not that much content. Mine's the way that I'm going. I feel is, because it's not something that I have to do. I'm very fortunate that I can do the things that I want to do. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
So keeping that day job, and you know, that's kind of lets me do the things that I am interested in doing personally. So like with you know, painting models and stuff like that, it's really kind of like, hey, I think this model is cool and I want to paint it. Then maybe somebody out there can actually use it, you know?
Right.
So it helps me kind of just work on the things that I like doing.
Mm-hmm. Great. I was going to say, Bradley has a friend that we met with that does that type of thing, right, Bradley? What's your
Raymat.
Yep. Has a subscriber-based thing where, you know, he has models that he has every month.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is committing to creating content is tough for me. You know, we're like, yeah, that's the thing that kind of puts me off about running a Patreon or something like that, is that it's a commitment to make content every single whatever amount of time, you know, and it doesn't really give you a lot of flexibility and those types of things. So
tell us about it.
I like my sanity, so I try not to back myself in the corners where I lose it, you know?
You know nothing about that. Welcome to Stylus League, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Help grow the channel.
We're all about good times for all.
Yeah, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year so we can pay for some of this stuff.
That's right. Not cheap.
You can't afford me.
Not cheap.
I am inexpensive, not cheap.
There's a difference.
That's way different. One instigates worth, and the other one is strictly monetized cost.
Aha. Facts. Hey, Brendon, have you been watching? Now listen, I know several Brendons and Brandons. I have a nephew that's a Brandon. And I constantly, even yesterday on my stream, I messed your name up and not your last name. I'm like, this is not hard stuff. So apologies.
No, it's okay.
But are you a Kids in the Hall fan?
You know, I was way back in the day. I have not seen the new stuff yet.
Okay.
But the whole quish your head,
Crushing your head.
quish
Yeah.
your head, quish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that forever is in my life. So yeah, I'm definitely a Kids in the Hall fan for sure.
I forgot how much I liked it, and then the new one came out, and it made me want to go and watch the older ones again. So now I'm marathoning. I didn't realize there were like 5 or 6 seasons, but I'm going through and watching those again, and just seeing those characters all over again. I'm a happy dude, man.
Yep. What is the old one stream on? What's it available?
Everything is on Amazon now. Like, it's all on Amazon now, so you can watch it for free. So
Really?
it used to be on HBO when they first came out. And
Yeah,
then
I love how it's common that everyone has Amazon. Like you watch it for free. Everybody, you've already paid for your Amazon Prime. You can watch it for free.
That's right.
You can watch it for free for $179 a year.
Yeah.
That's right. And it will be more next year. Thanks, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
So they have all of the episodes on there. Of the old ones, they have the movies.
Wait, they made a movie?
Dude, they made Brain Candy. That people didn't especially like that. I loved it. I thought it was dope.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. Movies.
Hey, what's Kids in the Hall?
Oh my god.
Well, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Do you at least know who Monty Python is?
No.
He does. He's just saying that.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Emotions like that, Bradley.
I don't know who that is.
You messing with me, dude. You messing with me.
I'm not.
I got it.
No,
I got it. You had me at first, and I was like, oh no. And then I was like, wait a minute. Why you messing with me?
He might be too young.
So my ignorance is real.
I wouldn't have that as like a badge of honor or anything. I wouldn't claim that.
Hey, if you don't know something, you ignorant. All right, I'm real ignorant right now.
Well, no, it's not. See, here's the difference. It's not knowing something is not ignorant. Ignorant is knowing that it's there and not knowing about it.
Yeah, I know that it's somewhere on Amazon, and I refuse to watch it.
Oh, okay.
So then you were correct then.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know what I said and how I said it.
Don't you put words in my mouth.
Like, my ignorance is a choice.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Now,
probably some of the best comedy of the last.
Are these actual kids walking in a actual hall?
They are 60-plus-year-old kids who
Stop
now.
it.
Yeah.
Stop
So
it.
they came back now. They're older than I am, and they are one of the dudes. Did you ever watch Superstore?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Golly, man. All right. Bradley has a very tailored sense of media. Have you heard of News Radio? You hear that show?
No.
All right, forget it.
No, but I'm watching Buffy the Vampire again from the beginning.
That's a shame. That's a problem. That's a problem right there.
I love Buffy.
Oh,
Buffy's amazing.
he means it, Brandon. That's the problem.
Yeah, I
do.
get that feeling. You know.
He actually means it. He's not.
I'm
Love you, Buffy.
Love Buffy.
Yeah, my wife just did I think her second or third run through of Buffy not too long ago.
Once a year, I watch it once a year, or every 2 years.
I don't.
You want to join me, Mike? Want to watch?
I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to watch Hocus Pocus with you either. You like that?
Well, only because you don't have any taste, you won't watch it.
Yeah. You know what I'll watch? Listen, I'll watch Hubie Halloween with you. I'm not watching Hocus Pocus. Sorry.
What about Ernest Scared Stupid?
Love Ernest Scared Stupid. That's my shit.
Bradley, man.
That's my shit.
Maybe this is why.
That is my shit.
This is why we do so well together, because opposites. Paul Abdul said it best. Opposites attract.
You never use milk to kill trolls? What's wrong with you?
I don't even know what you mean right now. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means.
What is wrong with you, man? That's how you kill trolls. All these games, they've been doing it wrong. You just need milk.
Mm.
You guys remember Monster Squad?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Monster Squad was dope.
A couple of my friends on Facebook have, over the last couple months, they've been doing the it was the horror movie Super Bowl. So every day they would say, okay, vote for one of these two horror movies, and then it's a bracket system for however long. And the amount of like memories that came back, man, it's just, you're like, oh, you forget about so many of those great movies back in the day until somebody posts something. You're like, oh my god, missed that movie.
What are some of the movies you're talking
about? OG Halloween, like the Halloween 1.
Oh yeah, okay.
Tremors. Remember Tremors?
Yeah, I remember that.
We're gonna call them graboids.
I did not like Tremors, full disclosure.
Oh man, I love that movie. So Aliens.
Aliens is amazing. How could they not know Aliens?
Yeah.
Come on.
Aliens.
What'd you say?
I feel like
I
you're
love
just
this.
trolling us now.
The second one.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched the second one.
Okay.
The first one's too scary.
First one was a masterclass in suspense horror.
My mom took me to see Aliens when I was little. Like when it first came out, she took me. I don't think she knew what it was, but I was just like, wow, I got the best mom ever. She took me to see Aliens, and I sat there and watched Sigourney Weaver in her underwear for about 40 minutes and was confused and happy at the same time.
Why do I love this? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. This is good. All I know is
It's like,
why is this my favorite part of the movie?
Mom's like, I've been meaning to talk to you about this.
listen, son,
The plan worked.
this is not what I signed up for.
It's the aliens and bees talk.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I watched that. I think I've seen Aliens more than 100 times. That was like my go-to as a kid.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I ended up buying. So I make the mistake of a DVD set would come out, and I'd be like, "Oh man, I gotta get this," and then the Blu-ray set would come out, and I'm like, I gotta get this.
Oh gosh, you're one of those. You collected and you rebought the same movie that you had in DVD.
Only with the Star Wars thing, like George Lucas. Listen, I love Star Wars. That whole special edition adding, like, I was so mad at him for
5 minutes of extra footage.
5 minutes of footage, if that. I was so mad at him for that. But I bought it. I would buy it, and same thing with Lord of the Rings. Like, I got the extended version of Lord of the Rings after I had the original version, and it's so long that I fall asleep every time. I've never seen the shit that I paid for. But that being said, then digital came out. And I'm like, oh, what? You mean I don't have to put anything inside of anything? I can just watch it anywhere, anytime? Okay.
You're going to buy the digital.
Yeah.
And then
so
he bought the iTunes version of it.
Yeah. So they got me on Terminator T2.
Yep.
For some reason, there's like 50 friggin' versions of T2. And I think I bought at least 3 of them. So thank you, James Cameron.
You funded Avatar 3.
I did. Avatar was all me. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. We're about to get a lot more Avatar, though. You know that?
Can't wait.
So why?
Yeah, that's what everyone's asking. Why?
I don't know. I thought the first one did it right. I don't know that I need more Avatar though. That's the thing. I think I'm good.
Everyone's not saying why is there more avatars? Like, give us more Avatar. We talk.
Wait, you want more Avatar?
Oh, you mean Fern Gully?
Yeah, Zach.
Wow.
I'm not.
Dude, it was
I
exactly
I didn't see any rapping bats. All right, didn't happen.
That's because he's already passed away. They didn't want to do it, man. That's why. Actually, I don't know if he was passed away by then, but
I forgot about Fergie. It is
Betty.
awesome to watch that. Yeah,
Ah,
to watch
Betty.
that. Who owns the rights? Is that on Disney Plus? Who owns that? What publishing company?
I think it's
know.
Disney.
gotta look
Yeah,
up.
I think it's Disney. Oh, I know what you're watching tonight, Bradley.
I'm gonna watch the oil and
He's
and
gonna-
save the world.
He's gonna watch Hocus Pocus, and he's gonna watch that other ridiculous shit he was talking about, and then he'll watch Fern Gully. He's gonna marathon.
I believe you're calling Buffy ridiculous, and I think you should stop. All right.
Okay.
I think you should stop. All right.
But anywho, yeah, they shot 3 movies. They have 3 more Avatar movies coming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That means there's a future. That means I have something to live for outside of my kids. Awesome.
Well, you're welcome.
Nice save.
I told myself, when Avengers, when all that ended, what am I going to watch? What's going to be on TV? And then I said, oh, Avatar. Life keeps going.
Wow.
Oh, you got some Kenobi too.
So how do you feel about Kenobi? 'Cause I enjoy it. I know Bradley doesn't.
I tried. I just tried.
I like it. Bradley does not. Different.
Yeah. Well, I freaking absolutely love it.
Oh, I guess a 7-year-old could just, outmaneuver you too, I guess.
Okay, so full disclosure.
Oh, Brendon, you trying to tell me if there's a 7-year-old in front of you, you can't get information out of him? No?
Listen,
You don't think so?
listen.
Okay. You know what?
You don't
There's
think
some smart 7-year-olds out there.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you had Jedi powers, you don't think so? A 7-year-old? No?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that means you're a horrible Jedi.
Take it easy.
Why are you even trying? You should quit.
I will tell you this: I'm not a fan of little Leia. She's far too precocious for her own good. Like, I feel like she
Trying
should
too
not
hard.
be. Yeah, she shouldn't be a whole big part of the show. I don't want to see any more. I'm kind of done with sassy kids. I was done with Lucas's sister on Stranger Things, and they brought her back like 10 times more sassy. And I don't want to
yeah.
see. I don't
You
want
don't
to see
like
sassy
Sonic
Leia.
and Ethan Hunt in one person? You don't like that? You don't like that? No?
Wait, what? What did you say?
Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. You can't get information out of him, and he's super fast. You don't like him? Nope, that's what you want. Interesting.
What is
I
he
feel like it's
talking
a
about?
previous conversation that has been had.
I haven't had the conversation. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, so you haven't watched the most recent episode? Interesting.
Of what? Of what?
No spoilers.
No.
Of what show? Oh no, I saw
Obi-Wan.
Star Wars. I saw Obi-Wan. I don't know these side references you're making.
Yes.
Freaking weirdo.
Guess you can't get any information out of this 7-year-old ever.
It's not realistic.
Yeah. Okay.
A day a 7-year-old outruns me. I'm quitting.
Listen, last week she was too bad. This week she's not bad enough. Bradley, you
You know what though?
Hey,
This is why you can't have nice things.
I hope the NFL is looking at this and like, you know what? We need to get 7-year-olds into the combine.
When you get older, Bradley,
Don't do it.
Wait. First of all, how much does he have you buy? How much does he have you buy?
Not
I'm
by
40,
much.
that's about like 5 years, dude.
Listen, when you get to be this
but
age,
your kids-
Bradley,
Yeah,
5 years from now.
your
5
kids
years
are
from
older
now.
than mine though, so we kind of evens out a little bit.
But
But when you get older, and Mike, you can tell us about this too.
Meanwhile, I have underwear older than both of you guys. So anyway, please continue.
Your speed decreases as you get older,
Mhm.
mostly because of your joints and from sitting for long hours.
Okay.
and having more weight up front. You know what I mean? So I guarantee that if I raced any 7-year-old, they would beat me.
No,
for sure.
Nope, Brendon, I'm willing to put my life on it. Right? You can give your 7-year-old a head start, make a sandwich, and then catch up with him. All right, that's how that's going. All right, you can go get a sandwich, give him a head start, and you're catching him. I'm sorry, you just are.
Oh man.
Oh, it looks like Daredevil. Like I saw that your boy's gonna be in a new Daredevil outfit.
The one from Netflix.
The actor. Yep, the
Yeah.
Netflix guy. Yep.
Wait, with a new they have a new. Did they tease the new outfit?
Yeah.
What does it look like? It's not the yellow and red one, is it?
No, it looks more like Daredevil outfit.
Okay.
More comic book.
Accurate. Oh, dude, did you guys watch? I'll tell you what I did enjoy. Actually, was I like Ms. Marvel. Did you guys see that? That was fun.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
I only want to see Buffy in high school.
You guys, man. Come on, Brad.
You know what? I know what I like and I know what I don't like. I just
Dude.
know.
Did you watch it?
Didn't even watch it.
Did you watch it?
I'll accept that silliness from Bradley.
Maybe you guys don't realize, but I spent the last 5 years working on Kamala Khan, working on the Avengers game. She was the main character in our game.
Okay,
Wait, she's the stretchy one?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was the main character in our game, and the way that she was portrayed by the actress, I always forget. Is it Ashley Birch? No.
For the game, right?
For the game, yeah. No, it was. I always forget the actress's name that did it, but she annihilated it, man. She just killed it. It just was the perfect like tone. You know how like Spider-Man voice actors have that particular tone that's like Spider-Man? Like it was that, but Kamala Khan. And like because she had always been in comics before that, like there wasn't a whole lot of content for like a voice put to a comic character, and she just absolutely nailed it. And I just for the life of me can't accept a different entity for what that is, and especially like not like the little bit more like junior high teen level types of things. So I'm not interested because of my experience and the bias that I have.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I will tell you for that
your
same
reason is way better than my Buffy reason.
So for that same reason, I worked on this box art for Clue game. You know how Clue does theme games?
Yeah.
Sometimes. So they did a Ghostbuster Afterlife. This is like 3 years ago. I did the artwork, and so the movie obviously wasn't going to be coming out for any time soon. However, all I knew was the names of the kids that I was painting, and I had to send the stuff into Hasbro for approval. Why did the kids from the show, from the movie, they had approval rights. So if they didn't like something, they could send it back. And the kids could.
Oh,
but I already didn't like the kid from Stranger Things because in the last season I saw him, they made him into like a complete douchebag. Like I just didn't like his character.
Yeah.
And then when they were like on this Hollywood, okay, I don't like this, change this thing. I was just like, you know what, man? I really don't like this kid. And then the movie came out, and it was actually way better than I expected, and he was good in it. So, sorry, kid from Stranger Things. Probably jumped the gun, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, you kind of have this like image, and this kind of preconceived notion of things, and I just, and you know what, it just, it was, we were talking about it last time we were streaming the whole She-Hulk trailer, where they just kind of took it and just did like this high school spin on it, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like a little too quirky and a little too younger age.
Yeah, it's
target
very
audience for me.
It's very Ally McBeal to me.
Ally McBeal.
Well, I'm saying for the She-Hulk. For the She-Hulk, it seems very Ally McBeal to me.
Yeah.
But for I'm telling you, for the Kamala Khan joint, it works. It's very much like. Did you like what was the movie with Michael Cera? The joint where he was like, it was like a video game character. What was the name of that movie?
Oh,
Scott Pilgrim Saves the World.
Yes, yeah, that one.
It feels like that, and I like that actually. Why am I frozen? This is not good. Save your work, you guys. I can't move. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I can't even remember last time I saved.
Oh no.
I fully believe your recovery file is going to work.
All I know is I just spent all this time on these freaking giant boots, and I don't want to do it again. It's everything that doesn't.
Sometimes if you, if I get to that point, sometimes I'll just force quit it and hope that the last quick save was not too far long ago.
I feel like there's a little window open somewhere with a prompt, but I can't find it. So that sucks. My 3D mouse work? No. Dang, man. I was covered by Pure Ref. Aha. There you go. See? I was getting ready to do something crazy. And I will save.
Now you save it. I think I'm gonna end up looking at some of those Batman capes for this guy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do any of these regular Space Marines have? Okay, this guy has like a.
No, not usually.
No?
They are if they have if they're like
this?
a lieutenant or higher rank, then sometimes they do.
Okay. Is this like a thing that goes around his waist here?
Usually they will go and tuck up underneath the backpack in the back.
Okay. Who are these gray guys? Because they look badass, man.
There's a bunch of different gray ones. So there's the Gray Knights, which that's not a Gray Knight. There's the Black Templars. There's Death Watch. There's a ton. There's a lot of.
This guy's kind of dope too.
That one is Rabute Gilliman. He's the Primarch of the Ultramarines.
I was gonna guess that. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, it was right on your tongue, so I was just helping you out.
You're so close. You were so close.
Oh man.
I saw you struggling, so I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna help you out.
It's that Rabute guy, right?
Yeah, Rabute.
I know he's a Primarch. That's all I know.
Yeah. He's he's the big important guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I haven't done is work on his face. I thought I could do that.
How is it almost 8 o'clock already?
8 o'clock. It's almost 11 o'clock for us.
Oh yeah, you guys are.
Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you, Brendon. Listen, you were a very good guest.
Oh,
It's very. I noticed this last time, and in fact, my girl called this out last time. The show flies by, and that's a good thing. We've had a lot of good guests, and it's always really fun when we are like, damn, it's already the end of the show. So,
well, I appreciate that, man. It's
yes, sir.
it's fun just kind of geeking out and hanging out and sculpting and talking shop, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I get just as much fun out of it as you guys do. So I'm
Nice.
glad that it's fun for you guys too.
So we're watching Buffy later, Brendon? Is what you think?
No,
Dude, we gotta
watch. We watch Buffy, and then we're gonna watch Heredity together. How about that?
Ah, there you go. I need a clip, a voice clip of that, Bradley. So we watch Buffy later, Brandon?
Yeah.
He
made it sound
I'll
as
say
smart
it
as you could.
Hey, I'll say it on demand. You don't need a voice clip.
Yeah.
When do you need me to say it again?
I'll
record it. I'll send it over.
Hit me.
We should watch Buffy after this, you know?
Oh no, that's said no one ever. That's not how you say that. You don't say it out loud. You can text that.
That's time of the year.
Don't say it out loud.
You text it.
Yeah, that's not the move at all, dude. Hey, yo, dog, we gonna watch Buffy later on?
Hey,
what?
Hey.
Watch some Buffy?
I ain't got no shame in being who I am. I'm a grown ass man, right?
You definitely don't.
Hey, man.
You know, I pay my bills. All right, I pay my bills.
Can't do it with you right now, son. Me and my friend are watching Buffy.
Yeah, we got that. We're on
sorry, son.
We're on S4 E3.
Brendon, can we make a plan sometime tomorrow afternoon to do the dungeon? I need help.
Oh, I haven't even started it yet. So
I haven't either. I haven't had anyone to play with.
Yeah, dude. Let's.
We can struggle together. I'll see your message on Discord.
Hit me tomorrow. Well, it'll probably be.
We can do it tomorrow night if you want. When you get back from you doing your thing.
Yeah, it usually be a little bit later. For me.
I have a question for you, Bradley.
Yep.
You can't do the Saturday stream, but you can watch. You can play Destiny.
I said absolutely. You know that wife that just came back today. If you realize, I told Brendon tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
you know.
Okay. Anyway,
and it's not that I want to hang out with Brendon when I want to hang out with you. It's just it is what it is.
It's all good.
That's not what he said yesterday.
I'm thinking of the fans. That's all. I'm just thinking of the people that watch the show. That's all. It's okay. I'll be here. I'll be here, you guys. I'll be here.
Well, I literally just came back.
Bradley's going to be doing family stuff. You know, his priorities all kinds of out of whack.
Yeah, I know. Being married and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really am not digging the piece that I'm working on, so I'm going to work on this off stream and get him to a better place in the world before the next time we meet.
It's fine, man.
That's for sure.
I did all mine on stream. No.
Wait, what? What did you say?
No.
What did you just say to us?
No. I said I did all mine on
stream.
Lying. Yeah. On screen, it means he worked at it. He worked on it on a Cintiq.
Yeah, Captain Fiborowski over here.
Exactly.
You ain't got a lot of kick it.
But you know that laptop I gave up Batman for? Yeah, on that in bed.
Right. That's the screen you saw.
Watching Buffy.
Yeah, there's no shame, Buffy over here.
Not even a little bit.
Well,
embrace the buff, man.
I would accept Buffy a little more, but he leans into Hocus Pocus the same way. So,
dude, but Hocus Pocus is an amazing Halloween. You can't have Halloween without Hocus Pocus.
That's
all right?
not even
you just can't.
a little bit.
It's like having Christmas and no Santa Claus, right? You gotta have
Hocus Pocus. Not even a little true. What you just said.
And then we're gonna watch part 2 together. That's gonna be amazing. Can't wait till we do that watch party.
You know, it's the same.
Who you're talking about?
It's the same exact thing for St. Patrick's Day. You can't have St. Patrick's Day without watching Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There's that many? There's really that many?
Yeah.
It just is Leprechaun in the Hood. Is that one of those, or is that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's I
only remember Leprechaun in the Hood. Which one is Leprechaun in the Hood?
Probably way
Which
later,
number
right?
is that?
I think that was one of the spin-offs, like Jason in Hell kind of thing. You know, it wasn't like one of the. It wasn't Friday the 13th Part 8. It was.
Oh wait, it wasn't a canon. No. It was a canon show, wasn't it? It was actually yeah.
Leprechaun. Gotta be looking up Leprechaun in the Hood. Ice-T was in Leprechaun in the Hood?
Of course,
I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
I'm not surprised
either.
Gosh.
It's not a numbered one.
Yep. See? Hey, leave it to the Irish guy to know about leprechauns.
And they did a Leprechaun Back to the Hood in 2003. Mike, we got to do it.
No, we don't. So I'll tell you how bad Leprechaun in the Hood is. I tried to do this with Tales from the Hood, and apparently there's a Tales from the Hood 2. And don't watch that. Don't watch that. It's not good.
Yeah, I knew that before even considering it to watch it the first time.
Yeah, that's not what you do.
Yeah, that's not what the cool kids are doing.
They're watching Hocus Pocus with Bradley.
Hey,
right?
Hey, man. You know who else likes Hocus Pocus? I'm not going to even say her name, but you know who she is. You talking about her too? You talking about her too?
Well, she is not a man, so she can like Hocus Pocus. That's fine.
Whoa,
Bette
so you're
Midler,
sexist with it?
I
so
think
you're trying to say certain men can't like certain things? That's real sexism, Mike.
Oh, listen. You want to go down this rabbit hole with me? Is that what you want?
All day.
Okay. I don't think you do, but okay.
Rabbit tastes like chicken.
That's everything is in the Matrix.
I know what you're gonna say. Why, oh why, didn't I take the blue pill? All right, gentlemen.
Is that time?
Oh, it's time. It's time.
Okay.
Well,
there you go.
Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in, and we will continue next week with Brendon.
Definitely. Makes
yep.
sense.
And it's my commitment that mine won't suck as bad as it does now. So that'll be a thing.
We want to roll around the table before we leave. Look at what folks got. All right, Brendon, you go first.
Oh, well, great. That's the yeah. So this is what I got so far. Let me pull the base back up on this dude. It's all about that. No, not that one. That one? There we go. So this is where I'm at now. I'm going a little bit in between this version of him and this version of him. So probably land somewhere in between there. So yeah, I think like what you were saying, Mike, I really got to get the pose better. So I'm going to probably do that next and get some better posing stuff in there. And then now that we got most of the pieces kind of in there so we can kind of identify them, then we'll get the pose and feel a lot better.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Bradley, you go.
Sure.
Oh yeah, man.
Still walking out some pieces. Let's see. My goal is to flush out some of the leg pieces. Probably scale some things up to give them some bigger proportions. But this is where I'm at.
Yeah, they get some nice shapes going on in there, man.
Mm-hmm. Stuff, man.
What about you, Mike?
So my guy, I have made some of these little parts that I thought were interesting on the armor. So the little jetpack I started, everything is still TBD, but it's getting there. Starting to get there. Brendon,
Hey.
you're the Warhammer guy. Are my proportions getting close? I know when I put those giant shoulder pads, it will feel a little more like.
Yeah. You got the some of the big pieces down, like the upper curve in the chest, like on the upper abs there, like that nailed down pretty good. The upper thighs, the diagonal cut on those, where the blue hits the black, that feels pretty good. I do have to say you may want to revisit the Mega Man calves shapes. And how they
More
interact
straight.
with the foot. Yeah, they're much more like you don't see those curves a lot.
Okay.
So pay attention to that, and that will like really settle the look, because they're on the Space Marines, like those the knee pads and the shin pads are massively iconic. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call. Thank you, sir.
But the rest is definitely on track.
So is this dude right here different than everybody else? He looks more important.
Yes, he is. That's another version of Rabute.
Of course. Our
Yep.
old friend Rabute. Okay.
Old friend Rabute.
Old
Yes.
Primarch himself is what they call him.
Mr. Important over here.
You know who he is. Gotta ask somebody. All right.
Yeah,
So
I think once you get the shoulder pads on there too, like you'll see some of the things kind of come out, and you'll be able to see like proportions a lot better. Take a look. Remember, the head is super duper small. So as soon as you get those proportions on there, and the shoulder pads, that'll really kind of give everything a good overall feel. Then you'll be able to tell those proportions a little bit easier.
Okay. Body size though.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
Until
Yeah, man.
next Friday.
Everybody, yeah. Sorry we didn't. Bradley was so laser focused. He wasn't reading out like he normally does. I promised folks yesterday on my stream.
That is absolutely not the case, sir.
He didn't read it. I don't think he read a single one that's inside. That's just me. I'll go back and watch that. I'll watch the tape again. I'm just saying.
Watch the tapes.
You can read the comments on the side. No one asked a question, sir. If there was a question, I passed it.
All right. Good night, guys. Good night, Strawberry King. See, I read one.
Man.
That's how you.
You were talking when he wrote that. He wrote that at 11:03. All right. It's 11:06 right now. All right. You were talking.
Listen. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
I don't need to be mad. Okay. I can just leave.
You certainly can. All right. See you guys.
All right. Bye.